Hello mates, welcome back to my channel. Today what are we gonna do? We are going to see how to use the hammer. Yes, we're gonna use the hammer and we're gonna see how to use it, what's the best way to use it, the techniques to use it, and what not to do to use a hammer, right? We're gonna see the best way to use it and different techniques, because there is techniques, right? And yeah mates, that's what we're gonna do. Today we're gonna use the Ethos clan trials, right, to practice to use the hammer, right? So when you see the hammer, it'd be better to use it, right? We're going to talk about positioning, the timing, when to go, and the forms when to, go and do it, and also some other things that you may not know about it. So that's what we're going to do for today. So yes, let's do this, right? So number one, you should do the clan trials game mode. Do that right now, okay? Okay, so right now what we're gonna do, we're gonna talk about positioning. Right now, there's two positions: the back, or the three, the back, the side, the front. Right now we're gonna do the front, right? So we wanna be near the hammer with a point that we can't be, hit. Right, very in front where you can't actually get launched, but get hit, and you just jump, right? You jump. You do want to jump forward into it, right? The timing for it too is when it's coming into you, right? When you're about to hit, you jump, right? When you go up and around, right? When it's coming towards you, you jump, right? And that's pretty much it of the timing. When it's coming towards you, you jump, right? So when the hammer is all the way back, that's a good time to jump forward, right? And yeah, that's there we go, right? So here's a different position. We're gonna talk about the sides, but real quick, what not to do: do not go in and run into it. That's the worst decision to do. Run into it, behind, in front, to the side. Don't just mindlessly run. You're just not gonna get launched, and you're gonna take too much time getting back up, right? So don't do that. Don't just mindlessly run, okay? So getting to the position that we talked about, right in front of it. You don't need to be directly hitting it, but right in front, and when it's coming towards you, right, that's when you go. When it's very back, or when it's very back, usually that's when you go for it. Or when it's under too. When it's back and under, that's when you go, like that, right? And you could do it from the side too as well. On the side, it's not hard to do. Positioning from the side it's like pretty close to the side, and you just run in and jump in. And yeah mates, and when you just get down the feeling of when to do it, right, when to go in, when you see the hammer's back but down, right, back and down, and it's coming towards you, that's when you go in. Don't go when it's not coming towards you, right? You go in too early, you're not gonna really do anything. Going too late, not doing anything too, right? So we talk about the side, talk about front. What about running straight into it, right? But let's wait for going straight into it. That's gonna be next one. This one is diving. Do you need to dive? Sometimes, right? Sometimes you do. Sometimes you don't need to. Diving is really best if you have height. If you have height, you wanna dive. If you don't, if you want to. But right there, you get height, boom, go up and over. You can do it without height. It's possible, right there. A dive in without height is possible, right? And make sure you do want to jump and dive into it. Jump and dive is very good to get more aerial surface, and you can get actually launch further, but not upwards. It's more like further, it's more straight than up. So you actually go launch further ahead, but not the height wise, right? So that's pretty good if you wanna use the diving. That's if you wanna dive, it's pretty good. But here we go. This is the one. This technique, the running straight behind it technique, is very difficult to do. But I'll show you. So here we go. All you need to do is one straight behind it, but you gotta time it. You gotta time to one straight behind it, right? So when I go, you wanna go when the hammer is straight ahead, straight in front. Then that's when you go in. And two, when you do go behind it, right? When you go under it and you go a little bit forward, that's when you jump. And that's pretty much it. The best places for the hammer to use this technique is, well, this one, anti-gravity, is amazing. And when it's flat, it's pretty good too. And that's pretty much it. I wouldn't use this as much. This is pretty good to give you the height. This one is the height one, right? So going behind it is the height one for me, right? So I try to do the running behind in flat, right? And I just got launched forward. Sometimes it's the height, sometimes it's just going forward too. So give or take, it could go all the way up or just take you straight ahead. And it is mostly straight ahead in some maps, but others it is all the way up too. So yeah, but all these techniques is very good. So mates, that's pretty much it. But I'm gonna do a quick recap. So if you're from the side, make sure positioning yourself close to the hammer, right? And you could actually position very close to the hammer, and as close as you want to too, because if you're in front you can't go that close to get, you know, knocked down. But if you were to the side, you got more room to do it, and it's actually better off to dive too if you're on the side. But make sure when you go, the timing is when it's all the way back, then that's when you go in and jump. And for the front, you know, very close, and when it's, you know, about to hit you, you know, like back and diagonally, when it's about to hit you, you jump, right? If you want to insert into it from the back, you want it to make sure it's all the way up, then you go in, because you're just gonna make a pass and you'll be able to go through it, and then you go one more pass, and that's when you jump. The second pass, you jump. And when you do all these techniques, you do want to make sure that you do jump into the hammer. Either you go from the side, you know, if you go from the side, you just jump into the oncoming hammer, right? But if you're in front, you gotta jump into the hammer. When you going along with it, you actually just go along with it and just jump. And that's pretty much it. Make sure you do not go in and mindlessly go in, right? That's the worst thing to do. You don't need to just go into the hammer and hope that you actually go in and, you know, get it, right? You want to make sure you jump, and that's pretty much it. Make sure you jump and you have contact with it. The most contact you have, the better. The less, you're probably not going to get as much lift. But I hope this video helped you, and hope you know how to use the hammer, mates. I see you mates in the next time. Bye.